Hey sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maylene Call from Mrs. Call's Campers. If you're new here, I am a first grade teacher currently in Las Vegas. The last video that I posted was actually my classroom setup where I kind of just get the room ready. And this video is mostly just going to be a working in my room, productive type of video. You guys did see in the last video that I do have this new fancy board. It is a new line Smartboard, smart TV situation. Actually, before I get to printing and laminating and cutting and all of those things, I want to play around and see if I can at least figure this thing out, because I have no experience with this. And I very vaguely know what it is capable of doing. So I did put it at the front of my room. It has to be hooked up to everything. Okay, I don't know the password. One sec. Well, but this does say Q series. Is this what this is? Q series? Let's try screen sharing. Okay, I don't think I want to do this, but I also don't, okay. Maybe if I plug my Apple TV into this, I can use it. I'm like 99% sure this is not going to. Yeah, okay, this works. Also, the first thing I feel like I want to do is change the background. Let's see if we can get to the internet. I need like a fast way to exit out of here too. Well, this isn't very high res, but I wish there was an easier way to go back. Am I missing that? I feel like my neck already hurts from like looking up at it. Should I plug in my Apple TV? Plugged in the Apple TV. Now does the pen, I already lost a pen, okay. Can I use it? No.
What I'm actually gonna press is that little window.
I don't know if I can use my pen if I'm airplaying, which I would prefer that I could.
Hopefully that was helpful.
The app looks like the same thing as the website. But will I be able to touch the screen? Oh, this isn't, can I touch? I still can't touch. It says you can control it, is the thing. It says you can control and annotate, and yet this is just a little bit frustrating, but we're gonna move on. I've spent an hour playing with that and I don't feel any better. I was just hoping, because now that it is a smartboard, I would get some extra features. Like I was hoping I could control. If I were to plug in my laptop, then I could control it, but then it kind of defeats the purpose of me airplaying so I can move around the room. So this is just going to be basically the exact same as my old AirPlay. I just can't use the pen. I don't know, but we're gonna get started printing all the things. So I purchased this pack from Teachers Pay Teachers. I'll link it for you guys below, but it's just a bunch of little school things. And then I also got, there were these, but then I purchased another one. These are just letters. Actually, I don't know if I can print because they moved our printers. I have so much to figure out. Hold on. Okay, we're in our new workroom. I'm gonna do a test paper just to make sure the ink is good and everything else is gonna go as expected. Must be an administrator. Okay, so technology is not on my side today. That is apparent, which is incredibly frustrating. My coworker did let me use her computer to print some stuff. I do want to print a lot more though. It's just kind of making sure things went through. I printed these for my team, their first day of first grade signs that I'll laminate, and then just some papers to hang up on my bulletin boards. I have something I want to do to the outside bulletin board. I want to get my bee binders together, and I'm just feeling a little discouraged. We'll find a way to work around it. We'll find a way to make it work. Everything will be okay. What I need right now is just some traction. I want to actually get something done. I can also prep for Meet the Teacher too. Okay, we were able to get some printing done. Did the front of my teacher brochure, which is just like an information about our class with me that goes to the parents on Meet the Teacher. And that I just printed one side of it because it's double-sided, but it's so hard. Our workroom right now is so far away, so I can't do the back side yet. I printed these little papers that say, "I'll always stick by you." This is for Meet the Teacher, but it's for old kids who come to see me. I just paper clip or like tape a sticker to this. The old kids come back during Meet the Teacher, which they usually do. I'll say, "Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you came," and then give them like a little sticker. And then I printed some letters, which it looks like, oh, I might not have printed all of them, but some welcome back to school letters that I'm gonna put up on my bulletin board in the hallway. We have some signs that I can get laminated, letters that I can probably get laminated so I can reuse year after year, some stuff I need to cut out, and then bee binders. It's a pretty simple hack, but if you're trying to cut out the center, literally just cut and cut it out. Okay, and then when you hang it up, you really cannot even tell. Crazy, so helpful. Okay, I am working on a bulletin board display. I did forget to print some letters, and I do have to print some more letters, but so what I am currently prepping is a bulletin board for the hallway that's going to transition into the very first bulletin board of artwork or just classwork that we do. This is a kit from Alicia by Primary Scouts, and she released it new this year, but basically it's a little composition book themed activity where they can write about themselves on the inside. But I figured for Meet the Teacher, I need to have something out on the board in the hallway so it doesn't look so boring. But I figured I could use the same composition books and just put the kids' names on them on laminated papers. So next year, hopefully I'm here next year, but next year I can just clean these off. They're laminated and do the same bulletin board again. And I've wanted to do something like that where I could reuse, but you know, never got around to it. But year 6, we're getting around to it. I'm gonna write on them with probably just Expo marker, honestly, because the names are not gonna be up for more than like maybe a week and a half. So really the impact is mostly for Meet the Teacher and for me to have something I can reuse year to year. All right, and I think that is all ready to go. Yeah, into the hallway, you'll see there's not border around the edge. Usually they like to go through our hallway and put border that's coordinating. So ignore the fact that there is not border. So her kit comes with these little covers and stickers you can add on. So I just picked 2 different designs for the girls. I think they're very cute. And 2 different designs for the boys. And like I said, I'm just gonna expo marker their name on. This marker doesn't work. If you teach, you know there's something about seeing all their names that just makes it so real. I feel like just when you can visually see progress, you start to feel like you are actually making progress. So getting that display done and out of the way definitely makes me feel good. I got quite a few things prepped for Meet the Teacher. I might do a separate kind of mini vlog, like getting ready for Meet the Teacher and kind of talking about what I do. But I did just get a lot of printing out of the way. I still have to make my gifts for home visits, my team gifts too. So that'll be a separate video as well. Just a little bit after 4 o'clock, I have ice skating at 6. So I'm probably gonna try to leave here at like 5. All right, last one. Okay. Still reserved for me. We're gonna hang up some more bulletin board letters. I'm thinking of sliding some of these posters down though and making it go all the way across. So it says like, welcome to first grade. Yeah, that's too much work. I don't need to go and undo work I've already done. That's silly. I know the better than paper background is really picking up the light where you guys are watching, but in person it doesn't look as wrinkly. So if that bothers you, well, but this will be nice because every year I can just pop these up with push pins and it will look like I did so much more work than I actually did. So these letters are from the same Teachers Pay Teachers seller I got that artwork from, Step Into Elementary. And she has all these like lettering files that you can use. It's satisfying once you get all the hard work out of the way and you can just do the fun stuff. Why does it look off? Is it because I used 4 different? I think I might like it if the 2 was the same as the welcome. Here's more of a close-up of what those letters look like. And here's what it looks like from far away. You can definitely read it a lot easier in person. I think on camera it's definitely showing up like it all blends in, but I think that's also the light. You can definitely see it in person. Okay, we're gonna try to get some bee binders. Oh, knocked out, maybe half of them. We'll see how long it takes. Okay, and while I work on bee binders, I will talk with you guys about them. So, I'm not doing covers today. I just want to double check that all my kids' names are spelled correctly before I do this, because last year I had to redo 3 of them. But it has a cover and then goals on the back. This goals sheet is from somebody else. I just found like a random one and I put it on the kind of like letterhead that comes with the bee binder. And then on the inside you have a take-home folder with labels, return to school, keep it home. Not doing labels today, but I'm gonna try to get the folders in. And on the inside part right here, pocket, I usually will do a reading bingo. And then behind the folder is all of the bee binder information and whatnot. I enjoy using these because it is a really great way to communicate with parents. Obviously I use Class Dojo, but as far as folders and work goes, a binder is so much more durable than just a normal folder. So that's why I use binders. I do prefer 1-inch binders. These are 1/2-inch binders, which is totally okay. I'm slipping this first grade goals page inside the back sleeve, and that's something that the parents can refer to all year long to remind them of the goals, because it's also something that they can work on. The inner workings will depend on you and your classroom and what you like and what your kids will use, but I do have a page at the front that just says all about our bee binder. I usually slip papers in 2 at a time. So all about our bee binder, and then class info goes on the back side, which again, you are gonna have to customize to your needs. But the all about our bee binder page basically explains when I'll check it, what goes in it, but that's fully customizable. So you get like 4 different cover options. You also get folder covers. Like if you don't want to do binders and you do just want to do the folders, you'll get covers for those too. I'll go ahead and tell you really quickly everything that I have for you, but there is a blank page for you to add whatever you want. So class resources and information, teacher information, class schedule, behavior log, sight words, spelling words, reading log, homework, a newsletter, and a blank template for you. Also included some positive note cards, and then the labels that go on the folder that tell you if it's for home or for school. I'm putting information about sight words, which we map sight words, so I basically just explain that, and I also explain the secret stories because parents always have questions about it. So here's what that looks like. I'll give you a close-up though. Not including what you see here, I'm not including like the secret stories information for you. I just used a blank template to put this in there. So if you also use the secret stories, you can definitely get inspiration from what I'm doing here, but I can't really like sell something that has her product in it. Next thing I'm putting in here is a master list of sight words. I just used them from the iWords website. I love the iWords sight word cards. So this is what the colors are. And then on the back, I typed them out so that they can just practice them just black and white. This is definitely something you've got to get in the groove with when you're doing it. And it's also a really great thing to have a helper do if you have a friend or family member or spouse. This is a great assignment for them to kind of help you out. I'm including a hundreds chart as the last thing, and then I put actually a divider tab in there later in the year, and then that's behind the divider tab is where I'll send home specific, more differentiated work for them to practice. So like, let's say we're working on short I, I'll send home like C words with short I in the back, or if they're in small groups, I'll send home something that they can keep in their binder and practice more for fluency, but that will just go past a separate tab. Other than that, that is everything. So again, the cover is super cute, looks like this, and goals are on the back. And every morning when the kids come in, I'm waiting for them at the door very religiously in the beginning of the year. Later in the year, sometimes they bring it over here to me, but I'll just really quickly kind of grab the folder. It's really easy to open because it kind of sticks out a little bit. Check it, make sure they're good, and then they'll actually put their bee binders in little cubbies over there. Now for the outside, again, I like the 1-inch ones a little bit better, but for the outside I just stick half of an Avery address mailing label, and I'll do their student number on the spine, but I'm gonna wait to do student numbers for a little while. So this is what I'm gonna be building for the next at least 20 minutes. The other really nice thing about bee binders is that in general, they're just going to last so much longer than folders will on their own. That's my favorite part. All right, here is a close-up. Just a reminder, this is the cover. A reading bingo usually goes in here. This is from A Teacher and Her Cat. And then these were the folders we had last year, paper ones. But then these labels are included for you too. And then all about our bee binder. You guys are gonna have to pause if you want to see the nitty gritty of it. That's everything in there. And then again, like I said, there would be a tab in here for things that they can practice separately at home. Honestly, I'm pretty satisfied with the amount of work that I accomplished today. I'm gonna go through on my planner and create a list of things that I need to do, including the things that I've already done so I can keep track, and just see where I'm at in terms of prep. The nice thing about digital planning is I've used the same planner every single year. The same bones of my digital planner. But because it's a digital planner, I can keep all of my planners always forever on me. So I have my new one, the one from last year, and then I have all of the years prior to that. And I can just go back and look at things. For example, in the planner last year, the whole section on things that I was accomplishing for back to school. Along those lines, another tip is on your computer or in your Google Drive, organize your files by the year that you are using them. And I keep a separate folder called BOY, beginning of year, with the date. So this year it's BOY 24-25. But I go into last year's beginning of the year folder every year, and I go into every single file, open it, edit it if I need to, save a copy of it into my new folder, print it, and we're good to go. So it also is like a little mini checklist of things that I do always at the beginning of the year. So for example, in here I already have my 24-25 bee binder files, my 24-25 teacher brochure, parent forms like QR codes and things that they need to sign, bulletin board displays, bee binders, I already said that, stick by you gifts. So everything that I'm doing at the beginning of the year is already organized. Also some things that I've already prepped. And the reason I'm going through and backtracking again is so I can see this next year. Because right now on last year's, this is everything that I have. It's just helpful to see even if you've done it, and it's encouraging to cross it off. Now the fun part, which is crossing off what we've done. I'm gonna go drop these off and go home. Hope you guys had fun working with me today in my room. Definitely say today was not a day for technology, but it was a really great day for prepping, cutting, and laminating. And some days you just can't have both. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you had fun, subscribe and join the family down below, and I will see you in the next one.